Have you ever experienced an unexplainable sense of tranquility upon entering certain homes, while others seem to carry an oppressive atmosphere that weighs heavily on your spirit? This phenomenon is not mere coincidence, but rather a reflection of deeper spiritual dynamics at play. At the heart of this mystery lies a powerful symbol that holds the potential to protect, transform, and redirect the course of family destinies: the crucifix. However, it's crucial to understand that simply possessing a crucifix within your living space isn't enough to harness its full protective capabilities. In fact, improper use might lead to unintended consequences that could work against your intentions. Padre Pio, one of the most revered figures in Catholic history, has revealed profound insights about the true nature and power of the crucifix within domestic settings. These revelations carry such significance that they have the potential to fundamentally alter the spiritual trajectory of your household and family life forever. The wisdom shared through Padre Pio's teachings goes far beyond conventional understanding, offering practical guidance on how to effectively utilize this sacred symbol for maximum benefit. As we delve into these teachings, it's important to approach them with an open heart and mind. If you find value in the spiritual wisdom passed down through our Church's history, particularly the insights of Padre Pio, take a moment to acknowledge your belief in the protective power of the crucifix. This simple act of faith marks the beginning of a transformative journey toward establishing stronger spiritual foundations within your home. Through this exploration, we will uncover the depth of meaning behind having a crucifix in your living space, moving beyond mere decoration to establish a genuine point of divine protection and spiritual transformation. According to Padre Pio's illuminating teachings, a crucifix transcends its role as a mere religious ornament, serving instead as a vital instrument of spiritual defense and transformation. He emphasized that when properly utilized with sincere faith, a crucifix functions as an impenetrable spiritual barrier, capable of repelling negative forces that threaten to infiltrate your home environment. This protective shield extends beyond physical boundaries, creating a sacred space that can profoundly influence the lives of every family member under its watchful presence. The healing properties associated with the crucifix, as revealed by Padre Pio, manifest in both physical and spiritual dimensions. When approached with genuine devotion, prayer before the crucifix becomes more than ritual. It transforms into a direct conduit to divine healing energy. Each contemplative gaze upon the crucifix, accompanied by faith-filled intention, activates a channel of restoration that permeates throughout the household, touching each inhabitant's well-being. Perhaps most remarkably, Padre Pio highlighted the crucifix's capacity for profound transformation. This sacred symbol has the power to metamorphose household atmospheres, converting environments of conflict into sanctuaries of peace, spaces of scarcity into realms of abundance, and areas tainted by illness into zones of health and vitality. However, Padre Pio was clear that these transformative powers require more than passive presence. They demand active engagement through proper placement, consistent practice, and unwavering faith. The crucifix operates as a celestial key, unlocking divine protection for your home when used according to specific guidelines. Padre Pio invested significant time teaching his closest followers the precise methods for activating and maintaining this spiritual safeguard, recognizing its critical importance in contemporary times. As modern challenges mount, from various illnesses to unprecedented difficulties, the need for such divine protection within our domestic spaces has become more pressing than ever before. Through these teachings, Padre Pio established a comprehensive framework for understanding and utilizing the crucifix's potential. This framework encompasses not only its protective aspects, but also its healing and transformative properties. all of which contribute to creating a spiritually fortified home environment. The proper implementation of these principles ensures that the crucifix serves as more than a symbolic representation. It becomes an active force for good within the household. Padre Pio's teachings reveal three distinct yet interconnected powers inherent in the crucifix that serve as pillars of spiritual protection for the home. The first, and perhaps most fundamental, is the power of protection. When positioned correctly with sincere intention, the crucifix establishes an invisible yet impenetrable barrier against negative influences. This spiritual shield functions continuously, safeguarding every family member from harmful energies and influences that might otherwise penetrate the home environment. It acts as a constant guardian, filtering out potentially destructive forces before they can take root within the household. The second power manifests as a source of profound healing. Padre Pio explained that the crucifix serves as a conduit for divine healing energy that can permeate both physical and spiritual realms. When family members engage in prayer before their crucifix, they're not merely following tradition, they're tapping into a direct line of healing power that flows directly from the cross itself. This healing energy works subtly yet persistently, addressing not only physical ailments, but also emotional and spiritual wounds that may affect family members. The act of gazing upon the crucifix with faith becomes a therapeutic connection to divine restoration. The third, and arguably most transformative power, relates to the crucifix's ability to completely alter the home's atmosphere. Padre Pio described this as a profound metamorphosis that begins with the subtle shifting of energies and culminates in tangible changes within the household. Conflicts that once seemed insurmountable begin to dissolve. Financial struggles transform into opportunities for growth, and environments plagued by illness gradually shift toward wellness. This transformative power operates on multiple levels simultaneously, affecting relationships, prosperity, and overall household harmony. Each of these powers exists in symbiosis with the others, creating a comprehensive system of spiritual fortification. The protective aspect creates a safe container within which healing can occur unhindered, while the healing process naturally facilitates transformation. Similarly, as the home's atmosphere transforms positively, it reinforces both the protective barrier and the healing currents flowing through the space. Padre Pio emphasized that these powers require activation through faithful practice and proper positioning, suggesting that their effectiveness grows stronger with consistent devotion and correct implementation. Padre Pio revealed profound insights regarding the optimal times for engaging with the crucifix through prayer, emphasizing two particularly potent periods: 3 o'clock in the morning and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. These specific hours hold unique spiritual significance due to their alignment with moments when the veil between heaven and earth naturally thins, creating optimal conditions for communication with the divine. During these times, prayers offered before the crucifix possess enhanced spiritual potency, making them especially effective for seeking protection, healing, and guidance. The early morning hour, often referred to as the hour of mercy, represents a period of spiritual renewal when the world transitions from darkness to light. Padre Pio taught that prayers during this time set the spiritual tone for the entire day ahead. The stillness of pre-dawn hours, combined with the thinning of the spiritual veil, creates an environment where supplications made before the crucifix are received with particular clarity and power. This timing aligns with the natural rhythm of spiritual awakening, allowing individuals to establish a strong foundation of protection before engaging with daily challenges. The afternoon hour, traditionally known as the Hour of the Passion, holds equal significance as it commemorates Christ's ultimate sacrifice. Padre Pio emphasized that prayers offered during this time resonate deeply with the redemptive power of the crucifixion itself. This period represents a second opportunity for spiritual connection, allowing individuals to realign their intentions and reinforce the protective barriers established earlier in the day. The dual emphasis on these specific hours creates a spiritual framework that spans the entire day, providing continuous divine support and protection. Beyond daily prayer routines, Padre Pio placed special emphasis on the crucifix's role in safeguarding dreams and nighttime rest. He taught that the crucifix serves as a vigilant guardian during sleep, working in conjunction with angelic protection to shield vulnerable souls from negative influences. The presence of a properly positioned crucifix in the bedroom creates a sacred space that filters out disturbing energies, preventing nightmares and ensuring peaceful rest. This protection is particularly crucial during sleep, when individuals are most susceptible to spiritual interference and negative influences. Guardian angels, according to Padre Pio's teachings, actively collaborate with the crucifix's protective power during nighttime hours. This divine partnership creates multiple layers of spiritual defense, ensuring that family members remain safeguarded throughout their rest. The crucifix's presence in sleeping quarters not only protects against external threats, but also helps maintain spiritual equilibrium, promoting restorative sleep that nourishes both body and soul. This comprehensive approach to nighttime protection underscores the crucifix's role as a constant guardian, active even when household members are most vulnerable. Despite the profound teachings of Padre Pio regarding the crucifix's protective power, many households inadvertently diminish its effectiveness through common mistakes. One prevalent error involves treating the crucifix as mere decorative elements, often leaving them neglected and covered in dust. This casual approach, according to Padre Pio, represents a missed opportunity for spiritual protection and blessing. When crucifixes are relegated to forgotten corners or displayed without conscious intention, their protective capabilities remain dormant, failing to establish the necessary spiritual connection. Another frequent mistake concerns improper placement within the home. Many individuals position crucifixes in locations that limit their visibility and accessibility, such as high ceilings or infrequently used rooms. Padre Pio emphasized that strategic placement is crucial for maintaining an active spiritual connection. When crucifixes are situated in areas where family members cannot easily see or interact with them, their protective influence diminishes significantly. The lack of regular visual contact and engagement breaks the chain of continuous spiritual protection. A particularly serious oversight involves neglecting to have crucifixes properly blessed before installation. Padre Pio warned that an unblessed crucifix remains an inactive instrument, similar to a key that hasn't been turned in its lock. Without the formal blessing administered by a priest, the crucifix cannot fully activate its protective properties. This step is essential for establishing the necessary spiritual alignment between the physical object and its intended metaphysical function. Additionally, many households fail to maintain their crucifixes in appropriate condition. Padre Pio cautioned against using damaged, rusted, or deteriorated crucifixes, as their compromised state reflects a lack of respect for their sacred purpose. A worn-out crucifix not only fails to command proper reverence, but also weakens the spiritual protection it's meant to provide. While cost is not a primary concern, the crucifix should be maintained in a condition worthy of representing its profound spiritual significance. The integration of incompatible elements with the crucifix represents another critical error. Padre Pio strongly advised against combining the crucifix with objects or practices from other belief systems or secular decorations. This dilution of its unique spiritual power undermines its effectiveness as a protective instrument. The crucifix must stand alone in its purpose and power, free from associations that might compromise its sacred nature. The absence of genuine faith in the crucifix's power constitutes, perhaps, the most fundamental mistake. Padre Pio taught that faith acts as the essential fuel that activates and sustains the crucifix's protective capabilities. Regardless of the crucifix's aesthetic beauty or material value, its effectiveness hinges entirely on the sincerity of belief and devotion directed toward it. Without this crucial element of faith, the crucifix remains an inert object, incapable of fulfilling its protective function. Finally, many households fall into the pattern of inconsistent engagement with their crucifix. Days or weeks may pass without acknowledging its presence or utilizing it for prayer and reflection. Padre Pio emphasized that the crucifix's power strengthens through regular attention and devotion. This daily interaction maintains the flow of spiritual protection and ensures that the crucifix continues to serve its purpose effectively. To rectify these common errors and fully activate the crucifix's protective power, Padre Pio provided clear instructions for proper maintenance and utilization. The first step involves conducting a respectful cleaning ritual for the crucifix, extending beyond mere physical cleansing to include a renewal of spiritual intention and reverence. This process should be approached with mindfulness, treating the crucifix not just as an object, but as a sacred instrument of divine connection. Using a soft cloth, gently remove any accumulated dust or dirt, while simultaneously reaffirming your commitment to honoring its presence in your home. Ensuring proper blessing of the crucifix stands as a crucial corrective measure. If there's any uncertainty about whether your crucifix has been blessed, take immediate action by visiting your local parish. The formal blessing ceremony, conducted by a priest, serves as the essential activation mechanism for the crucifix's protective capabilities. This sacramental act establishes the necessary spiritual link between the physical object and its metaphysical purpose, transforming it from a decorative item into a functioning instrument of divine protection. Strategic placement requires careful consideration and adjustment. Begin by repositioning your crucifix to main living areas where family members can maintain regular visual contact and interaction. The ideal height should allow for comfortable viewing, typically at eye level or slightly above. Ensure the crucifix is mounted securely and aligned straight, symbolizing the stability and firmness of your faith. Remember that the size of the crucifix matters less than the devotion with which it's regarded. A small crucifix honored with sincere faith holds greater power than a large one treated casually. Establishing a daily routine of engagement with the crucifix proves essential for maintaining its protective influence. Padre Pio recommended incorporating simple practices throughout the day, such as making the sign of the cross each time you pass by, or dedicating brief moments of silent prayer during transitions between activities. These regular interactions keep the channel of protection active and strengthen the spiritual connection between your household and divine protection. For those who discover their current crucifix is damaged or deteriorated, Padre Pio advised replacing it with proper respect and intention. Select a new crucifix that resonates with your spiritual connection, ensuring it's in excellent condition to worthily represent its sacred purpose. When installing the replacement, follow the same careful procedures of blessing and proper placement to ensure its effectiveness. Beyond its primary protective functions, the crucifix reveals additional remarkable powers that extend into various aspects of family life. Padre Pio illuminated the crucifix's ability to attract favorable economic conditions, explaining that proper veneration of this sacred symbol invites not only spiritual protection, but also material prosperity. Many families have reported noticeable improvements in their financial circumstances after implementing the prescribed methods of crucifix usage, experiencing increased opportunities and more stable economic conditions. The protective influence of the crucifix extends particularly strongly towards children who possess heightened spiritual sensitivity. Padre Pio emphasized the importance of placing crucifixes in children's bedrooms and teaching young ones to show proper respect for this sacred symbol. This protection acts as a shield against negative influences during their formative years, contributing to their spiritual development and emotional well-being. Children growing up with proper exposure to the crucifix often demonstrate increased calmness, better sleep patterns, and improved behavior. One of Padre Pio's most profound teachings concerns the crucifix's power to heal fractured family relationships. When family members gather in the presence of a properly honored crucifix, a unique force of unity and reconciliation becomes activated. Long-standing conflicts begin to resolve naturally, misunderstandings clear away, and familial bonds strengthen organically. This transformative power operates subtly, yet persistently, fostering an atmosphere of mutual understanding and forgiveness within the household. The crucifix also serves as a powerful protector against various forms of illness, addressing not only physical ailments, but also spiritual and emotional disorders. Padre Pio described the crucifix as emitting a healing energy that bolsters both immune systems and spiritual resilience. Homes, where the crucifix is properly venerated, often experience fewer instances of sickness, quicker recovery times, and overall improved health among family members. This healing influence extends to mental and emotional well-being, helping to maintain balance during challenging times. Perhaps most significantly, Padre Pio revealed the crucifix's ability to fundamentally transform personal destinies. When utilized correctly, the crucifix becomes a catalyst for positive change, opening doors to blessings while closing pathways to trouble. This destiny-altering power operates on multiple levels simultaneously, influencing career opportunities, relationship dynamics, and overall life direction. Families practicing proper crucifix veneration often notice gradual yet substantial improvements across various aspects of their lives, suggesting a deep-seated transformation in their spiritual trajectory. Building upon the foundational teachings of Padre Pio, let's explore the strategic placement of crucifixes within the home to maximize their protective capabilities. The primary entrance serves as the first crucial location, functioning as a spiritual gateway where both physical and metaphysical energies converge. Positioning a crucifix above the front door creates a protective filter that screens incoming influences, operating continuously as a vigilant guardian against unwanted energies. This placement ensures that every person and force entering your home passes through this initial layer of spiritual protection. The master bedroom demands particular attention as the second key placement area, given that we spend approximately 1/3 of our lives in this space. Padre Pio emphasized the vulnerability of our spiritual defenses during sleep, making bedroom protection especially critical. The ideal position places the crucifix on the wall opposite the bed, ensuring it remains visible upon waking and before sleep. This placement provides continuous protection during our most defenseless hours and serves as a focal point for evening prayers and morning devotions. The living room, as the heart of family interaction and social gatherings, represents the third vital placement area. Here, the crucifix influences family dynamics and visitor interactions, harmonizing relationships and protecting conversations. While visibility is important, Padre Pio suggested avoiding overwhelming prominence. The crucifix should be present but not dominate the space. This placement helps maintain peaceful interactions and fosters positive communication within the family nucleus. The kitchen occupies the fourth strategic position due to its role in preparing food that nourishes the family. A crucifix in this space blesses the preparation process and contributes to the household's overall abundance. Its presence helps maintain harmony during meal preparation and supports the nutritional well-being of family members. This placement acknowledges the kitchen's importance as a center of family sustenance and gathering. For homes featuring dedicated prayer spaces or altars, this fifth strategic location amplifies spiritual practices. The crucifix in these areas acts as a spiritual amplifier, enhancing the effectiveness of prayers and meditations. This placement creates a concentrated point of divine connection, strengthening the household's overall spiritual foundation and facilitating deeper communion with the divine. When considering these placements, several technical aspects warrant attention. The crucifix should be positioned at eye level or slightly higher, never too elevated where it becomes difficult to view. Proper alignment is crucial. The crucifix must hang straight, symbolizing the steadfastness of faith. While size remains secondary to devotion, smaller crucifixes viewed with sincere faith often prove more effective than larger ones treated casually. Whenever possible, orient the crucifix toward the east, aligning with the rising sun to optimize spiritual energy flow and enhance its protective capabilities. To maintain the crucifix's protective energy throughout the day, Padre Pio prescribed a series of simple yet powerful daily practices, each designed to create continuous spiritual connection. The foundational practice begins with the morning greeting ritual. Immediately upon waking, direct your first conscious thought and gaze toward the crucifix. This brief moment of acknowledgement, lasting only seconds, establishes a spiritual anchor that sets the tone for the entire day ahead. This practice creates an energetic link between your personal consciousness and the divine protection represented by the crucifix. Throughout daily activities, incorporate brief pauses whenever passing by the crucifix. Make the sign of the cross with deliberate intention, even if only for a moment. These micro-practices serve as spiritual touchstones, keeping the protective field active and reinforced throughout the day. The cumulative effect of these regular acknowledgments creates a continuous flow of divine energy within the home environment. The 3 o'clock prayer holds particular significance in Padre Pio's teachings. Whether at home or away, dedicate at least a minute to connect with the crucifix's presence at this hour. For those physically present, stand before the crucifix. For those elsewhere, offer a mental prayer while visualizing its protective presence. This practice aligns with the hour of Christ's ultimate sacrifice, maximizing its spiritual impact. Before retiring for the night, engage in a special protection ritual by consciously surrendering all worries and concerns to the crucifix in your bedroom. This act serves as a spiritual cleansing, clearing negative energies and ensuring restful sleep under divine protection. Weekly family prayer sessions, preferably on Sundays, create collective spiritual strength. Gather before the main crucifix, uniting in brief but focused prayer. This practice strengthens family bonds, while reinforcing the home's protective shield through shared devotion. During challenging times, activate enhanced protection by lighting a candle before the crucifix and reciting specific prayers of safeguarding. This ritual creates an additional layer of spiritual defense during periods of difficulty or stress. For financial protection, develop a practice of gratitude and petition whenever handling money. Before paying bills or receiving income, offer a short prayer before the crucifix, expressing thanks and requesting blessings for material needs. This practice maintains a healthy flow of prosperity energy within the home. Monthly maintenance includes a dedicated cleaning ritual where you respectfully clean the crucifix with a soft cloth while praying for renewed protection. This monthly renewal reactivates the crucifix's protective properties and reaffirms your commitment to its sacred purpose. Special practices for health protection involve spending dedicated minutes before the crucifix when family members face illness, combining faith with medical treatment. Before leaving the house, family members should briefly acknowledge the crucifix and make the sign of the cross, carrying its protection throughout the day. During moments of potential conflict, train yourself to look at the crucifix and take a calming breath, diffusing tension before it escalates. For children, establish simple morning and evening greetings to the crucifix, fostering early spiritual connection. Finally, cultivate a practice of gratitude by thanking the crucifix whenever receiving blessings or good news, creating a positive feedback loop of divine favor. The consistent implementation of Padre Pio's teachings regarding the crucifix yields tangible transformations that gradually permeate every aspect of home life. The most immediate observable change occurs in the home's atmosphere itself, where the air seems to become lighter and purer. Visitors frequently comment on an indescribable sense of peace upon entering, noting an almost palpable quality of serenity that wasn't present before. This atmospheric shift represents the crucifix's purifying effect, acting as a continuous filter that neutralizes negative energies and maintains a spiritually clean environment. Within family dynamics, the changes unfold progressively but notably. Verbal confrontations and heated arguments naturally diminish in frequency and intensity. Communication patterns improve as family members find themselves more inclined toward understanding and patience. The crucifix's influence works subtly yet effectively, softening hearts and opening channels for more constructive dialogue. Parents observe their children becoming calmer and more obedient, while married couples experience strengthened bonds and improved relationship quality. Even challenging relationships with extended family members begin showing signs of improvement, demonstrating the crucifix's power to harmonize complex family dynamics. The realm of material well-being witnesses equally significant transformations. While immediate financial windfalls aren't promised, families report a noticeable increase in opportunities and more manageable solutions to financial challenges. Debts find resolution paths, work situations stabilize, and overall prosperity begins flowing more smoothly. This material transformation stems from the crucifix's ability to align the household with spiritual laws of abundance, creating conditions where blessings can manifest more readily. Health improvements emerge as another remarkable outcome. Household members tend to experience fewer illnesses, and when health issues do arise, recovery periods seem shortened. This phenomenon correlates with the crucifix's role in maintaining both physical and spiritual health within the home environment. Particularly noteworthy are improvements in children's sleep patterns and overall well-being, reflecting their heightened responsiveness to the crucifix's protective influence. Protection extends to everyday activities and circumstances outside the home as well. Accidents and unexpected problems decrease in frequency and severity, suggesting the operation of an invisible protective shield. The peace and harmony cultivated within the home environment naturally radiate outward, positively influencing work relationships, friendships, and community interactions. Individuals living under the crucifix's protection often find themselves better equipped to handle life's challenges, experiencing increased confidence and resilience in facing difficulties. These transformative effects manifest gradually, building upon each other over time. The initial subtle changes, improved sleep quality, reduced anxiety, and a general sense of peace serve as indicators of the crucifix's active protection. As faith and practices deepen, these initial signs develop into more pronounced blessings. The cumulative impact creates a self-reinforcing cycle of spiritual growth, where each positive change enhances the crucifix's effectiveness, leading to further improvements in all aspects of home life. As we conclude our exploration of Padre Pio's profound teachings on the crucifix, we find ourselves standing at the threshold of transformative possibility. The crucifix emerges not merely as a religious artifact, but as a dynamic instrument of divine intervention, capable of reshaping every aspect of home life. Through its proper placement, consistent veneration, and faithful engagement, this sacred symbol becomes a conduit for unparalleled protection, healing, and transformation within the domestic sphere. The knowledge shared here represents more than theoretical understanding. It embodies practical wisdom that can revolutionize your household's spiritual foundation. The path forward requires decisive action and sincere commitment. Begin by evaluating the current status of crucifixes in your home. Are they positioned in the strategic locations revealed through Padre Pio's teachings? Do they receive the attention, respect, and care befitting their sacred purpose? For those yet to embrace this powerful symbol, now presents the perfect opportunity to welcome a crucifix into your living space. Remember, monetary value holds little significance compared to the faith and devotion with which you honor this sacred object. Should you already possess crucifixes in your home, consider this moment as an invitation to renew your dedication to these practices. Reaffirm your commitment to maintaining their cleanliness, ensuring their proper blessing, and engaging with them through consistent daily rituals. Each small action, from morning greetings to nightly prayers, contributes to building a fortress of spiritual protection around your family. The cumulative effect of these seemingly simple practices creates an impenetrable shield that safeguards your home and transforms your family's destiny. In embracing these teachings, you're not embarking on this journey alone. Every glance at your crucifix with faith, every practiced ritual, connects you to a vast network of divine protection and blessing. This spiritual alliance manifests through tangible improvements in your home environment, family relationships, health, and material well-being. As Padre Pio so wisely taught, the crucifix stands as the master key that unlocks heaven's protection for your home, inviting divine grace to flow freely through every aspect of your family life.